Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Akeem from Pro Football Exclusive, here to give you another scout report on a player headed towards the 2014 NFL Draft. Today, I'm going to go on the defensive side and give you a linebacker from Florida State, the national champion Florida State Seminoles, Christian Jones, the inside linebacker slash outside linebacker. Now, I have him be a better use as an inside linebacker than outside linebacker, but I've been looking at a lot of scout reports and other postings and other rankings at this position, and most people have him used more as an outside linebacker, but due to his numbers, I think he will be a better inside linebacker. Now, he's actually hailing from the state of Florida. He was a 5-star prospect coming out of high school, according to Rivals.com. Ended up choosing Florida State over many schools. Now, as a true freshman, he played in all 14 games in special teams and even in some defensive schemes. Now, for the next three upcoming years, passing his freshman season, his numbers did kind of went up a little bit, but his numbers overall aren't too great. 225 tackles altogether in all 4 years, 24 tackles for loss, and just 8 sacks. The numbers aren't too big, but he does expose the intangibles that you want as an inside linebacker, and a lot of scouts and reporters and analysts are still having ranked within the top 10 inside linebackers and outside linebackers coming out of college. I think he could become a decent player, but we will see. I'm still a little bit concerned. Now, he's a tremendous athlete with fluid footwork, and he has great hips to change directions. He has great flawless hips to help him to go from sideline to sideline and change directions. Also, he does have a good size at 6'3", 235 pounds. A good size at inside linebacker. That means he's tall. He can see over at the line of scrimmage to try to keep track of the football. But that is one thing I am concerned. He's not really too well in locating the football and attacking the football. He's a good player overall, but he just needs to improve his awareness, and that is what you want as at a linebacker position, particularly in the inside linebacker. An inside linebacker has to have good awareness and a good nose to get to the football. Now, the reason why his numbers weren't too big at Florida State was because he was moved a lot from inside linebacker to defensive end to outside linebacker. He was changed a lot, and his best season was his junior year when he played the weak side linebacker, where he registered 95 tackles in 14 games. Good tackles for loss. That was his biggest season, and that actually opened up my eyes. I thought he was going to be due for a great senior season, but he was moved again to the inside linebacker position. And also, let's not forget, Florida State had one of the best defenses in the nation, top 5 to be exact, and they had so many great players. It wasn't really one big player who stood out. They had Tim Jernigan, they had Christian Jones, LaMarcus Joyner, they plenty good defensive ends, and I think that because they have such a great defense overall, it was hard for Christian Jones to really be outspoken against everybody else, because they had great talent around in that defense, and it pretty much worked well as a unit, and he was a good player and a good role on that defense. And that's why I kind of understand why scouts have him ranked within so high. Now, overall, because of his workout, he ran a 4.740. Hopefully, I wish he was just a little bit faster. I would have to rate him as a good 6th-round selection, at earliest a 5th-round pick. Now, a lot of scouts have him going in the 4th round, but I don't think he's going to should be picked in the 4th round because of the numbers overall and that awareness at the linebacker position. He needs to improve in that, and I think that's going to be very key. So that's why I have him going to the 6th round of this year's draft, but I wouldn't be surprised if I see him going for the 4th round because of how all other scouts have him ranked. I kind of understand that, and a lot of teams look at what scouts say and other analysts say. They do really to value their opinions, and even though he did have a decent workout, good instincts that you want at the linebacker position, meaning getting the intangibles that you want. He has good strength, decent speed. Wish he did increase his speed, but that awareness is a big major factor, a big red flag for me, and that's why I have him going in the 6th round. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys, I'm going to start things finally off tomorrow with my mock draft. Now, this year, I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm still going to give you my mock draft, but this year, not only am I going to give you the picks that I believe that the teams for each team of the 1st round should go with, but I'm also going to give you another mock draft in which I will tell you who I think the teams will select within each pick. And I'm going to start things off with pick number 1 overall tomorrow, belonging to the Houston Texans. Thank you for watching this vlog from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.